Welcome, race fans out there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight at NORA as these guys are going to be tackling Richmond Raceway here tonight. Good old Richmond Raceway. It's going to be a great race with these guys. Thank you for tuning in here to Freaky Fast Broadcasting tonight on your Thursday night as we're going to get ready to have some fun here at this track as I'm accompanied by Soda Can Johnson and Zach Hall.
Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody out there. Hope everybody's doing good.
I think they are. We got the fans coming on in here tonight there, guys. As these guys are going to be tackling Richmond Raceway. What can you, sorry, I was trying to slide my chair up. What can you tell the folks out there about what this track's going to give these guys tonight?
Well, it's going to be an interesting race because it's quite a speedy little short track in my eyes anyway. So it's going to have all the short track charms and frustration, but you know, just a little bit more speed. So I anticipate the car being tight tonight, especially with this 50% fuel. I haven't driven this car here in a while, so I'm not entirely sure, but I would anticipate it being a little bit tight tonight. So you got to watch for the push out of 2 and 4.
Yeah, to add to that, we got a pretty flat racetrack here. It's got a little bit of banking, but like Brian said, it's a short track with a speedway feel as it's a D-shaped oval here, and we got 65-degree track temp tonight, and we're going into the nighttime here, as we got this beautiful iRacing day-night transition available to us, and like Brian said, I think these guys will be fighting a pretty tight race car, but I think who can manage that right front the best tonight and keep that car turning through the center and getting them runs off.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Sorry, I'm reading wow, we're getting okay, we're getting a whole bunch of broadcasting stuff. We got a whole bunch of people joining in tonight, so I'll keep track of that here, guys. As yeah, the drivers are right now in practice. They got 4 minutes here to go. They're in their drivers meeting. I'm sure this track is gonna be these guys explained it pretty good, but what do tires give up here, or do you think tires can hold off on a long run? Because I know going down into 1, it's completely different than going down into 3.
Yeah, I think I hope tires matter. At least I hope there's quite a bit of fall off, but we've seen in this new build recently in iRacing where tires in cool weather typically don't fall off all that much. But I hope tonight with this B car, it's got a good amount of horsepower and torque to hopefully wear these tires out, and we'll see some comers and goers tonight.
Yeah, I think we'll see some definite fall off tonight. Like Brian said, these cooler temperatures means it means less fall off, definitely, because they just seem to lose the center, not the drive off from the rear is not really getting compromised as much. But I still think we'll see a pretty good amount of fall off because these turns, you really got to attack them. And if you get tight in the center, and that's another thing. This track really promotes different lines. I think we'll see a wide variety of lines tonight here at Richmond. And I think the driver that can, figure out which line is the best at the right time and will prevail tonight because I expect we'll have a long green run throughout here at this race at some point. So it'll be very interesting to see who figures it out.
Yeah, most definitely, guys. See who figures it out. Could be a guy in the front, could have some comers, could have some takers, some fall in the back, some people we don't know about. But we got Mike Robinson out there, Twisted Drivers Motorsports. We got a whole bunch of different fan base out there, drivers here that are got some drivers in the league. Cody Hall will be back next week, from what he's telling me out here on the chat. As everybody's still funneling in here tonight on the chat side and getting ready to sit down to watch an exciting race here at NORA, which is sponsored by Flatline Graphix. Make sure you check out Flatline Graphix on Facebook as for all your iRacing needs, paints, logos, banners, whatever for iRacing. I'm sure they can. Even any make or model of cars, they do an excellent job. As it looks like the drivers' meeting's over, we got some cars. See 3 cars coming out of pit road there, guys.
Yeah, they're starting to get their last few laps of practice in for qualifying begins.
Yeah, they got about a minute and a half here left. To really see. This track has cooled off about 5 degrees since we've been sitting there in the drive meeting. So I think time should pick up right here. We should maybe see someone put the fastest time up on the board, but it'll be interesting, because this is their last prep before qualifying, and qualifying, in my opinion, at short tracks is one of the more important things. With the limited tire fall off at these tracks, sometimes you really can, I wouldn't like to say stay out and just keep the lead, but like
track position.
Track position is very key. Yeah, and it's hard to make passes when you're back mired in the 20s. So I think guys will be staying out if they get early cautions that have that track position. So qualifying has just started, and we'll see who can put their Xfinity car on the pole here tonight at the NORA at Richmond.
Yeah, well, my next question is I know there's some guys out there to do it, but do you think anybody's got anything for the Ethan Lanes there in that Ford, as he's been pretty strong here the past couple weeks here, as I believe this is the last night we'll be in the B cars, and we'll be heading to the trucks next week, which I think he has a win in that, or he does. I don't know. I'd have to look. But anyways, my question to you guys is do you think somebody can get him as he was P1 during practice, or do you think somebody's gonna have to play the fuel strategy game, because I got a funny feeling it's gonna come down to that.
Well, I'd have to say you got Justin Bland there in second. He's looked pretty fast in his first race last Thursday. Christian Snyder's always looked fast in that 77. We got some guys that not everybody shows their full hand in practice. I like to go sit on top of the board. That's a good feeling always when you're in practice. When you sit on top of the board, it gives you that confidence going into the next sessions. But, short track racing, there's wild things that happen. We could have, you're not always the fastest car is going to win. So it'll be interesting. I definitely think Ethan Lane is the man to be, as we've seen that here at the NORA constantly. He's a very fast driver. And we'll see if he can keep up that same form tonight. And, maybe bring him home himself a win.
So far, we got Mitchell Riggs up on the point with a 20.667. It's your quickest time so far. It's Josh Mayu. Beats him with a 65.6. So just a tad bit quicker. Oh, there goes Mitchell Riggs, 600.
I believe he did that on the second lap, didn't he, Brian?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was the second lap. Mitchell showed a lot of speed last week, so.
Top 4 is really close.
Very, very close.
All right, good evening there, Chuck, out there on YouTube side. Good evening, Don, out there on the Facebook side. Don's on Facebook, and he goes and puts up a 485.
That's impressive. We don't encourage texting.
Yeah, we don't encourage texting and driving.
Yeah, we've seen Donald, be very fast at short tracks and really everywhere. So Donald is a strong favorite in my opinion too. Look at the Milsim team, Milsim Racing there. I believe
not too far behind Nick Van there.
Yeah,
3,000ths.
And you got Nicholas Alford there. So teammates looking good right there in second and third position.
Your other teammate is Cook.
I believe he hadn't put a lap down yet. I was looking for him. Kenneth Cook.
He has not. No.
No lap from him yet. We're looking at a 65-degree track temp. I've seen it go lower than that. It's not supposed to in iRacing. As we can see, it's a 64-degree, air temp right now, which you can't set it up that way. So the nighttime has helped that. But there it goes, 64-degree track temp now. So the track is cooling off slightly. So the longer you wait, the more grip's going to be in this track. As Justin Bland pops himself up in the 4th there on the leaderboard. That was on his second lap, so he's done.
And they say let there be grip.
That is for sure, Robert. Any degree you can get out there, you're going to want to take as a competitor, and sometimes it can come back to bite you. But
when it's this cold, it seems like that 1 degree makes a bigger difference.
How much of a difference? A lot.
I just feel like when it's below 70, once you hit 70, 69, and 68, that's a bigger change than, say, from 78 to 76.
Robert, that 1 degree, if I'd have to put a number on, I'd say maybe a couple hundredths of a second.
Wow.
I don't think you're going to gain a tenth or nothing out there off of 1 degree, but a couple hundredths here or there can definitely set you up for a really nice lap. So,
and then it changes the track too. So if you change what you're doing, it might be quicker that way as well.
Definitely. It's being pretty stable right now, but Donald Escher looking pretty good out there with that 48.5. Or, wow, 48.5. 20.48. That's, and I mean, Nick Van there's in a 20.48, so it's only 3 thousandths in between our top 2 right now. So, very good laps. And look at the pickup from him in practice. That's what I was saying. Practice times really,
Ooh,
you can't judge too much there.
The lights just came on, too. So.
That they did.
That was cool. All of a sudden it was dark and went blink. So we're going to be going from late afternoon, early evening to nighttime.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, now you go, ladies and gentlemen, you get to see a transition from late evening to dark time, and we'll be able to see again, like I said, the comers and goers, because some guys might, car might be great with this kind of weather, and as it gets cooler or once it goes into the night times, side of things, could really change the handling of your car.
Yeah, that's for sure, Robert. We definitely see that. And as another big thing is rubber lays down. This, at least from experience here at this track, I know I usually like this track more rubbered up it got. Seemed like less people ran my line, which made my line a little bit better because there was a little less rubber on that line building up. So it'll be interesting. I mean, look at Bruce Ackerman in '93. He popped himself in the third there now too.
Well, do you think there's going to be a high line that's going to be able to form around this track here? I know once you get side by side from previous races I've done, it's hard being up on that high side.
Well, it could. I mean, it's a good line to defend with. If you judge it right and don't overdrive the center, you can get some good drives off up top. But the bottom is still mostly preferred. I think in 1 and 2 you'll see some different. Some guys taking a wider arc, late apex, earlier apex. 3 and 4, you could see that too, but I think most guys will be glued to that yellow line in 3 and 4.
Okay. So it's you could diamond this diamond these turns. Some drivers I'm assuming that's going to do that.
Yeah, we could see all types of different things personally tonight. I mean, Richmond is a track that really puts it in the driver's hands, I feel like, so it'll be interesting.
Yep. Well, they're under qualifying here with 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to give a quick word out to Be The Match. Make sure you check out bethematch.org. Great calls that they got going on there to help people with cancer side of things, and I can't say enough about it. Brian actually says better how it all works with bone marrow and cotton swabs and a whole bunch of things like that. But we're going to run a quick commercial as these guys are finishing up qualifying, and then we're going to get ready to get freaky and fast with these drivers here tonight at NORA at Richmond Raceway. So we'll be right back after this quick word.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope to be able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college. I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back after that quick word from Be The Match. I appreciate them riding along with Freaky Fast this year. So, well, qualifying's over, ladies and gentlemen, and look who just beat out Donald. Ethan Lane again shows the power of that Ford. He's got something going on right now for him, guys.
Yeah, that was a great lap. A 10th right there. He puts him between himself and second with his teammate Donald Etcher there. So, very impressive from him there to back up really, being the fastest in practice. So, we'll see how this race plays out for him. You never know his strategy, so.
All right, well, these guys are going to be gridding here, so we will quick run through the grid, and then we're going to try our best to grab a driver and see if we can get an interview with that driver. But Brian, you want to go run through the grid here real quick, bud?
Yeah, we sure can. So tonight your pole sitter is going to be Ethan Lane in that 6 car. Donald Etcher right behind him, or beside him rather, in 2nd place. Nick Van's going to be behind Ethan Lane in 3rd. Bruce Ackerman 4th. Nicholas Alford 5th. Justin Bland 6th. Mitchell Riggs 7th. Christian Snyder 8th, David Keynes 9th, and Thomas Gould is going to round out the top 10, starting 11th. It's going to be Josh Mayu. Terry Griffey is going to be 12th, Jim Chisholm 13th, Matthew George 14th, Brian Powell 15th, 16th. Scotty Brown's going to be putting that 70 car to start out this race. Cody Olson is 17th, Cody Smith 18th, Josh Conover going to be in 19th, and Roy Crump is going to be starting in 20th place. So, who y'all gonna try to talk to tonight?
Let's see if we can try to get Roy up in the booth here tonight.
Okay, let's see. Where's Roy? Threw me off there a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, Roy Crump, starting 20th here tonight.
Right.
He's shown some pretty decent speed in the past, so hopefully maybe Richmond, he can have some good luck here, but we're about to find out what he thinks.
All right, I'm pulling him up now, so let Robert get a talk with me.
Roy Crump, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Roger that, sure do.
All right, well, hey, man, you put it on a qualified P20th here tonight. What's your game plan, starting a little bit back in the field and working your way up through?
I think with 125 laps, it's going to be, I'm just going to ride back here for a while and then try to, probably the last third of the race, try.
Okay, so that's the game plan. Is any game plans? Have you tested 2 tires here tonight, or is that not recommended?
It could be a possibility. Depends on how many cautions we get, I think.
Okay, all right, well, we wish you the best of luck here from Freaky Fast Broadcasting, and hopefully we see you in the top 3 here at the end of the race here at Richmond Raceway at NORA, and we wish you the best of luck there, man.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Hope it's a good show.
You too, bud. All right, that was Roy there starting P20 tonight here at Richmond, and you heard what he had to say here, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to get ready to go Freaky Fast, I believe, or we're still got, yep, pace car lights are out.
Yep.
So we are going to go green here, ladies and gentlemen, as we're, well, green next time by. I seen the pace lights go out. I got excited.
Yeah, anything less than a mile is going to be two caution laps,
and
or
I
pace
should
laps to start out the race.
I should know that, but I get so excited. I mean, I'm like,
I know, yeah.
It's like, go.
Short race jitters.
Yeah, I'm like, go, faster, move, and then I say, oh, crap.
Yeah, I thought it was actually only going to be 1, 2, because Phoenix has changed to 1 degree now, too, and so...
I thought so. I wasn't saying that, well, I need to write this stuff down in my notes, because these tracks getting me messed up.
We don't have to rush.
Yeah, we're in a rush, because we want to get freaky fast here tonight, as the teammates up there are going to go side by side here in the start of this race, as green's out, boogity, boogity, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I should have said freaky.
It's okay. Soon you'll be able to use it.
Look at the flashlights go. Woo, that's pretty.
Watch that.
Take a nice picture.
Take a nice picture of that 6 car. Already working on that gap over his teammate there in the
Great
1.
restart for Ethan there. Good restart also from Donald, his teammate there, following the second and not give up no positions. But got to give a shout out to Nick Van here in the 46, running really good tonight here. Starting third, he got up in third there. He's held his position with also his teammate Nicholas Alford. So no sim racing, they're looking good tonight.
Go back here to the 93 here, Zach, and looks like he's oh, I heard somebody hit. Did somebody run into somebody?
Yeah, actually, he got in the back of the 46 and Nick Van there a little bit on the entry to 1, Robert.
Okay, I thought I heard a little crunch, and I was like, uh-oh. I thought.
Yeah, looking back here, we got 65. Also, Justin Bland just made a pass on Nicholas Alford to get in the top 5 positions. I think Justin Bland might be one to watch. He's definitely shown pace in practice, and he's a pretty quick car last week. So it'll be interesting to see as he's looking on the inside of Bruce Ackerman as I'm talking about him.
It'll be interesting to see this 22 of Nicholas Alford. I don't know if he's saving or if he's or what, but he's kind of a little bit off the pace. So it'll be interesting to see if long run is going to be his thing.
Well, from the races we've done, I've really noticed Nicholas to definitely be a pretty good long-run driver. He usually tends to, at the end of runs, move his way up into a higher position than where he started. So I think this is one of his best starting positions of this season so far. It's really got a little loose in the 1 there in that 22. 09 and Mitchell Woods is going to try to take advantage of that. But like I was saying, Nicholas is he's looking strong. I think like you said, Brian, I think he's saving a little something here, not trying to burn them tires up.
And I think that's, we always talk about that every single week about saving tires. But I feel like Richmond especially, it's very important. Just because of that push out of 2 and 4, it can get really bad. Those tires get a little overheated.
Definitely, Brian.
So I think he's doing himself a favor here.
Yeah, these guys out here doing an amazing job. Already 8 laps in the book. We're all clean and green, so really proud of these guys. I'm really interested to see our points leader here, who hasn't been in victory lane since a good while. I know he's itching to get back in there. And Josh Conover starting 19th tonight. Seems like he's worked his way up in that 9 up to 17th, so he's made up 2 positions so far. But man, I know he is really itching to get back in the victory lane and see how his progress throughout the night comes. Maybe Richmond is just not a track that is suiting him, but I really think that we'll see Josh at some point figure this out tonight and move himself up to that top 10.
Yeah, the field's kind of nicely formed here. Everybody's just kind of running their own pace right now. It looks pretty good as we got Ethan Lane. He's kind of catching up to the end of the field here.
Yeah, he's
one
got
car's not too far behind.
Yeah, Donald is he's not letting Ethan get away after he's got this lead. Oh, as we say that, Donald a little too deep into 3 and 4 there is I think we could see that classic case of that all night. This track is very known to lose the rear under braking, especially I think drivers are going to be looking to move them brakes backwards as it really helps your car rotate through the center and an entry. So be interested not to go too far with it, but I think Donald did a great job of saving it right there. Man, like I said, the man to watch though I think is Justin Bland. He's up to 3rd, guys, in that 65. He just got by Nick Van, and his teammate Mitchell Riggs also. He's they got in the back of 46 and Nick Van. Such a save, but that's going to spin Bruce Ackerman in the 93. Oh, and Justin Bland's losing it too. Oh, Justin Bland hard hit.
Oh.
That was wild, guys.
Yeah, who do we go with?
That all started with the 09 and Mitchell Riggs here on the entry 1 and 2. It just caught the rear end of the 46 and Nick Van, and unfortunately Bruce got a little bit. Bruce did a great job of saving it. And Justin Bland hit the wall coming off of 2, and he had He destroyed his car, really hitting the inside wall, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, we're riding with Justin here to see what happened to Justin. As you can hear, the wreck behind him. And then, bam, he's into the wall. And that thing just... Oh, and man, did he hit the left side bag, guys. Really hard into the wall. His crew's going to have to do... It looks like he broke the toe. That thing's a little bit messed up there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Justin. What a good run he already had going. It looks like Cody Olson got some of that after effect of that in the 53 also, getting into the inside wall as people were checking up and someone lost it under braking and seemed to clip the 53 there. So unfortunate for Cody Olson also getting caught up in that. That's the thing about these short tracks, guys. They're super wild. Wow, Donald Etcher's got a nice angle in his pit box.
Yeah, I think he almost missed it there, and oh, not quite. Man, that first pit box is very valuable.
It definitely is, Brian. I think Donald would have took the lead if he had a better angle there.
Yeah, I think a little bit was the angle, but the line on pit exit is so close to the end of Ethan Lane's pit box.
Definitely.
He doesn't have to go a car length before he crosses it, so I didn't realize they were that close.
Yeah, and Nicholas Alford's going to take advantage of them guys getting in that incident there with him putting himself up into that third position now in that 22. He's going to have Bruce Ackerman. He's going to drop back a little bit. I think he got some damage repaired on his car. Justin Bland, like we said, hard damage on his car. Don't know how well it's going to be running for him the rest of the night. Hopefully he can recover somewhat, but like Robert said, I think that rear end is a little skewed out. So,
but
if he comes back from that.
If you're going for points, you got to run every single lap you can, because if you run laps now, you know, somebody in the future could get taken out, and you'll still have enough laps to get that position. Usually you only get about 2 or 3, but it's worth it.
Yeah, very true, man.
Oh, Cody out there on a YouTube side says, cautions breed cautions. And that's a very true statement. So let's hope that doesn't happen here at NORA. But, you know, you got to make it to the end of the race to get the points. You know, you wreck yourself out now, then, the 09 falling back. You know, you wreck yourself out now, you ain't going to get points the way you are. But anyways, what's going on with the 09? Do you guys know anything there?
He's getting the EOL for caution there.
Ah, he claimed that caution.
Yeah, I think Nick Van and him, Mitchell Riggs and the 09 are both involved in that caution, so they will receive an EOL and start at the rear of the field together.
All right, well, we got 1-2 green presented by Flatline Graphix. So we will take care of that. Can you YouTube there, Zach, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
So as we're getting ready to go back green, hopefully they'll take care of something that needs to be taken care of, and they take care of these cars as they get ready to go back green. Fresh tires, Sunoco fuel as that pace car ducks in, and boom, wow. Okay, Ethan Lane is gone. Green.
Great restart from Ethan Lane.
Quick.
Definitely there. Get Nicholas Alford in that no sim 22 up to third, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of found his pace now.
Yeah,
could have been the track may have been a tad bit too green for him, perhaps, or he was just saving his. We got a wreck going in 3 back there.
Yeah. Try to figure out who that was.
And Cody Hall on YouTube called that.
Yeah. Looks like, oh, the 93.
93.
Bruce involved in another one. That one's going to be hard for him.
Yeah, he's got rear end damage. Let's see what he's go across the start finish line here. He clears the 71. Coming down into turn 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. And he's looking pretty good right now. He's going down the backstretch, and looks like everybody's checking up, and got into 7, and oh, 7 and the 46. Was that Netcode? I don't know. It looked like the 7 wasn't doing nothing, and then all of a sudden,
Could have been.
It was a little netcode involved. I still think they would have hit, of course, but
okay.
that was just a chain reaction between, I think, the 7 had the 56 in front of him. He was checking up for him, trying to go to the middle. And chain reaction. And like Cody said out there in our chat, cautions breed cautions. That's a definite fact here at Richmond Raceway. I think that's something we'll see all night. But I'm sure these guys will get settled down and get some green flag lap center like we had there at the beginning.
Oh, I agree. And Cody said it's going to be another Martinsville. Have faith, my young man. They'll get her done.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a field to really settle in at especially Richmond, because it you know, it is a short track, but it's also fast. So you feel fast and you feel like, man, it feels good. It's time to go. Let's go. And
Yeah.
sometimes you just need a reminder that, hey, we still got 100 laps left.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks. You know, it's a short track. I definitely consider it a short track. You know, it's only 3/4 of a mile. So it's one of the things that like it's you know, tight racing. You got people stacking up. You got all types of different lines going on, different checkup points for people braking earlier than other people's, lifting earlier. It's one of the things these guys just got to feel it out, and I'm sure these guys can get it going. We've already seen, you know, we had a pretty decent run there at the beginning with them, you know, going 13 laps. So after this track gets spaced out, it really, really can go to the long run side of things. So I would not be putting that against, you know, putting that against these guys that have a really long run here.
Yeah, and also we had a talk with him, the 48 Roy there. He's moved himself up to 12th, outside the top 10.
Addy has Robert, and also the other man also tonight, Josh Conover, our points leader. He's up 9 positions, up to 10th, cracking that top 10 with his teammate ahead of him there, Brian Powell, to 66. I think we need to give a shout out to Brian Powell. So he's had some really good runs this season and gotten taken out in a few of these accidents, and good runs from Brian though throughout this season. Definitely, and you know, every week I feel like Brian improves. So gotta give him a shout out for that. But we definitely got a lot of players back here in the field, so anything can happen.
Most definitely, especially short track racing, you know, different braking points, and I mean, anything can happen, just one little slip up. And, you know, they start getting green flag runs here, guys. They're going to start running into lap traffic, and lap traffic plays a key into that because, of course, you don't want to go a lap down. Even though you're the lucky dog, you still don't want to go a lap down, so. But, all right, well, pace car's in. We're going to get ready to go freaky green. There you go.
Green flag.
I got excited.
Another great restart by Ethan Lane and Donald Etcher followed closely behind him in that 22, trying to fight for that 3rd position.
Yeah, and look who he's fighting there, Brian. David Canes in the 51. Another's, well, can't say Zero Gravity Racing. I got to get that out of my mind. Icon Motorsports driver, so you know, they're trying to maybe sweep the top 3 here tonight, but I think Nicholas Alford definitely showing that he's got some really good pace, and got that man Christian Snyder there also in the 77 who showed some really good pace in practice. Oh, we got another
caution.
Oh, I think that's on the 87 of Thomas Gould.
Ooh, and he has a race win this year.
Yeah, Phoenix. One thing I can lay that down is to a chain reaction right there, guys. Check up.
See what happens with the 87. Watch him come through the turn. Well, and the 29 got loose there, and then got the 09 coming up on the high side, and oh, he puts the 09 into the wall. Spotter didn't tell him it was there. Oh, and 29 brake checked a little bit, but I call it brake checking, but it really, like you said, Zach, it was just chain reaction. But it looked like the 29 got too hot into the turn there, and he hit the brakes a little bit harder, and it basically locked the tires up, which caught the 29, you know, and then the 87 wasn't ready for that, and because the 29 wasn't even ready for it, so I wouldn't expect the 87 to be ready for it. With
Yeah,
that.
sometimes.
Oh, sorry, I was just seeing what his sponsors there. Is that Rocky Ridge? Rocky Ridge Custom Trucks. All right, yeah. All right, make sure you check them guys out there. But all right, go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, well, what I was gonna say is sometimes the brakes, depending on how you have them set up, what kind of bias you run, and how you brake, they can be a little sticky. So if you get on them a bit too abruptly, if you get on them too hard and too fast, they'll kind of grip up like that. That's probably what happened to him there.
And that could be from the brakes being cold. You gotta get them brakes warmed up, you know, because I'm sure that applies in iRacing too. You get the brakes too hot, car doesn't respond, you know, when you're hitting the brakes as good as if they're medium temperature, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's very true, Robert. And I think that was the issue of, like you said, 29 gotten a little too hot, and the car ahead of him, he was checking up to not run him over. So when he checked up that hard, you know, 87 and Thomas Gould really didn't have much time to react to that. And that's what happens at the short track. These chain reaction little checkups can cause major issues from behind. And it's just something fun to see how that plays out the rest of the night. But I'm sure, like, we've had these guys stay out 2 cautions in a row. So we'll have to see. I haven't really seen anybody, most people pit, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody has some fresher tires in the back here.
Yeah, and we got a bet going on out there. Cody Hall says he wants to make a bet with us. He said he's going to go with 12 cautions tonight. So we have the caution going on betting that I won one time and Zach won the other time, Brian. So now you get to join in with the fun of the over and unders and everything else. So,
well, so far we have what, 4?
Yes.
I'm gonna say 9.
Huh?
I think it's gonna be less than 12.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got 9 and we got 12, and I'm gonna go with 14.
I was gonna say it'd be pretty smart if you actually pick a higher number, you know. So if it does go above,
Well,
yeah, I'm gonna go with 8.
8?
I'm gonna go with 8.
Wow.
So only 4 more cautions in this race. I think these guys will get it going.
Okay, Nora guys, you can wreck tonight. Oh wait, no.
What?
Oh man, oh man.
Listen to Zach, everybody.
Yeah, listen to Zach. We can all
4
do
more
this.
cautions.
Green flag racing. And I know these guys can do it. We've seen some great racing here at NORA.
Yeah.
They put some good action-packed racing going on. We're in the short track stage of things, and short tracks bring yellows. But pace cars in, we're going to get freaky green, guys. And boom, there goes Ethan Lane as he takes the freaking green. Oh, freaking green.
That's what I was saying. That's a good laugh.
Good. I like that.
I like the boom. He was shot out of a cannon, so it kind of was a good sound effect.
Oh man, all right.
Shot out of there.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh man, we got to redo it again.
No.
Rack them up again, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta say, Cody Hall is Cody Hall. He's been a fortune teller tonight with these cautions, green cautions.
Yeah, he'll probably hit the nail on the head at 12.
I think the 38 was involved into that one, guys. as we get back to the pack of racing here at NORA, sponsored by Flatline Graphix.
Oh, it looked like the 53 of Cody Olsen is where it all started here, Robert.
Oh, 53.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Right in front of the 38. Oh, and the 38 got pinched in between. Oh,
yeah.
And the 65 just rear-ended the 38. I mean, like, power-nosed them. Well, how much damage can these cars take to still run good here at a short track like this?
You can take definitely some damage. I wouldn't want what some of these guys have where the fenders rolled over on both sides of the tires. I don't think it would drive too good like that, but definitely this is a track where damage is not going to be the hugest problem. You still got aerodynamics here. You know, it may be only 3/4 of a mile, but there's still some aerodynamics involved. But if you're asking me, I don't want any damage personally at any track, because we just know damage will definitely hurt you. But if you were going to have damage, you want it at a short track. So, you know, it really just got to run it till it pops. In my opinion, it's really
short track. Yeah, front end you got to keep, especially right front. But back end, it hit me as many times there. Just get rid of that weight. I don't need it. Just get rid of it. Get rid of the back end.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you guys. Cody's out. Cody said he wished Josh heard that I promised the wreck tonight, and he said he'd have a heart attack. Well, I'll tell you right now, Cody, since we are under yellow, Josh goes back and watches every broadcast, so I wouldn't be surprised if I get a message. So, Josh, when you get this, I was just joking.
He's going to say thanks, Robert.
Yeah, awesome. Right? He's going to be going, what are you doing, man? You know, you got the fan base out there, and you're telling us to wreck.
Well, these guys are continuing to stay out here.
You think
that's a good call? Yeah, I think it's a really good call, personally.
What are you looking at fuel-wise?
Well, I would believe around 45 laps.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because you go about 90. You can go about 85,
That's true,
90
that
laps.
is. It's about 90.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so they're halfway through their run then. If that's the case, they're about halfway through their run. As is Ethan
be a full
coming
run.
down pit? Is Ethan pitting?
No, he's just been riding the apron.
Oh,
I think he's taking the shortcuts. Maybe he's a little bit
trying to entertain himself.
Yeah, he's probably probably trying to hope this thing can get going, because when you're out front like that, you get antsy and you're like, man, I got the lead, I want to go,
That or he's trying to level off the fuel to help save the fuel.
That's true, yeah, because it's about 10 laps. Well, with all these caution laps, you can probably go an extra 20.
Yeah, they can go probably 60 laps with these caution laps they've had. Even if they had, you could save and probably go more. I think Ethan's just entertaining himself right now, trying to keep his head, in the game. So.
And they did pit that one time too.
Yeah, exactly. So they can go a pretty good while. Just have to see how it plays out for these guys. And I know they can't go to the end. We know that. So
yeah, look at the 4, the 9. They're way up through the field.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Last time I saw the 4, he was in 20-something.
Yeah, well, and Ethan Lane goes, bang, he is gone. So we'll do the boom, bang, gone.
You shot out a can.
Bang.
Look at down Etcher there. He captures that second position, hold on to it. Nicholas Alford, hot on the tail of Donald there, trying to get that second position.
He's hot on the tail of the 1 because he's got 51 on his tail.
Yeah, exactly.
The 51's got 4 on his tail.
And then you got the 36 of Terry Griffey. I believe that's how you say it.
I think so, yes.
Terry he looks like he's a newcomer to the league too, so him running pretty good. Oh, whoa, what happened?
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got another caution.
And that's caution number 5. And that looks like it's on the 45.
I believe so, Robert. Stephen Dean here.
We just got done having caution 4, and we're on 5, caution number 5, which makes it 45.
Hit the wall and lost it.
Oh, I'm having too much fun here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, here at Freaky Fast. As we're having a great race. As these guys, you know what it's looking like though, guys? It looks like with the temperature going down, it's looking like a lot of guys are pushing. Like there's too much grip there, and the car is, you feel like you can get back on the gas, but then once you do, you're like, uh-oh, it's not turning.
Yeah, you see, all that grip gaining can really trick you, because you start carrying more speed and more speed, and bam, this starts happening.
No, you can't say bam. That's for me.
But the thing that when we say tight, these guys are really fighting. You know, the front end just doesn't have the grip. The front tires are not grabbing, you know, the track like the rear end is. The rear end's really in there and set nice and good, and that front end is just not wanting to rotate and, you know, turn left. So guys are really going to have to back up their corners and back up their entries to make that, you know, that front end want to turn more. And, it's really the only thing you can do with a tight race car is back it up and try to do your best to keep that right front under you. So like you said, Robert, it looks like a lot of guys bouncing off the wall, and that's a common thing when it's tight here. And, I mean, even turn 4 and turn 2, you know, especially turn 2 in my opinion, it's a pretty tight exit there. And 4 is a little bit different because of the front straightaway is turning, so it's kind of different. But,
yeah, 2 is just a sharper turn, and so
yeah,
abrupt on exit. That'd be really, really careful.
Definitely do.
Well, and the track's only going to get cooler. I don't know. We bring up the weather as they're, see here, they're 42 laps into it. The air temperature 65. Track temperatures, air temperature 64. Sorry. And track temperature 65 with a southeast wind at 8 miles per hour with clear skies here. And it says sunny, but, well, we're in early evening, late evening almost.
Is it moony?
Huh?
Is it moony?
I don't have a moony thing for the weather, so maybe it might be moony.
It says the sun's down and the moon's up. It's not sunny, it's moony.
It's a very, very possible.
Ryan
very possible.
I try, but they end up pretty bad. As what happened?
I just had a weird graphical glitch.
Oh, you're not the only one. No, iRacing has did an update here, guys, and I think they messed something up.
Yeah, I think it may have been a bit rushed.
I just saw a flying saucer. No lie.
A UFO?
Yes, unidentified flying object, and it wasn't a race car.
I was just ready to say, was it a race car?
That it was
what
not.
Number?
I believe Josh Conover hit
replay of that.
Just noticed that in the 9, so he's back to 18.
Well, it could be the 1 too. He's running around with the Joker, so could be. Unless we got an alien car out there that I don't know of.
No, it was a very interesting glitch. Let's just say that, guys. I've never seen this one before, but
if we were still in Phoenix, I might believe you.
That's true, actually. No, my Area 51 very close. This pace car's about the Area 51 off the road.
All right. Yes, I agree with you there, Zach. As green's out, bam, boom, bing. All right, now we added a bam, boom, bing going. Woo, go Ethan.
That was great. Look at David Kane's there. It's a 1, 2, 3 for Icon Motorsports. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. It's Brian Powell in the 66. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, we were just saying. Oh, jeez. That's your fault, Zach.
Chuck told me to tell you it was just a Goodyear blimp. So, who was that yellow one? Oh,
it was a 66 at Brian Powell. That's where it started. It looked like just like another checkup in front, and Josh Conover right behind his teammate. Just that little love tap.
We're having such fun with the fans here tonight, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, you're at. Oh, Josh and double bam, and the 13 put the 66 straight. Said, "Here, I'll fix you."
That he did. And, that's the thing about pitting, guys. These guys are pitting. They put themselves back there in this mess. And Josh Conover pretty messed up rear end. But like Brian said, go ahead and beat up my rear end. I don't really need that too much. Really, we can take the spoiler off and he'll be a little bit looser. So.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need that big. Well, it's not 8 inches here. I reckon it's about maybe 5 inches.
No, it's about a 3-inch spoiler, I believe.
3?
Yeah.
See that packaging aside. Yeah, that 3-inch spoiler you still don't get.
Yeah, not too much. I mean, while we're having these cautions, guys, do we want to get a Robert Bam Warrior? That is good, Chuck. That's a good one. Oh man.
Bam, I didn't know you were a Flintstone.
I didn't know,
You're
but I
Batman.
am now. I don't know what to come out with this next screen. I'm
Next
sitting-
time he's gonna say yabba dabba doo.
Oh, you just took the words out of my mouth. I was like, I didn't have nothing else to come up with.
But yeah, did it sound like to me you wanted to talk to a driver, Zach?
Oh yeah, I was gonna see if Robert wanted to get a talking with somebody. And I had a pretty good idea for somebody.
Sure.
Unless they're going to
do we have time? Yeah, I was gonna say, let's see what that pace car does here, because we are with a 3/4 mile track, so it might be.
Yeah.
I think we got another lap. Not entirely sure.
We'll see right here. If these lights don't cut off, we'll get us to talking.
If we have another yellow, we will schedule for somebody to come
lights.
up, because we're not gonna have time. The time I get to talk to them, we're gonna be in the backstretch, and I don't want to rush them. So, you guys got somebody in mind?
Yeah, Nicholas Alford. I'd say we haven't had a talk with him all season. He's
all right.
really
Well,
good.
we'll talk to him if another yellow comes out. We will bring him down, and we'll have an in-race report from him. And if he comes down and makes a pit stop at that certain time, we'll wait for his pit stop to finish, and then we will have a talk with him.
You got another nickname, Robert. Robert Scooby Dooby Doo.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of Scooby Doo, so that's cool.
Where are you? We're in Richmond.
Meet the Flintstones. Oh, great. Now I got that song in my... Oh, yeah. All right, well, we're going to get ready to go back green here at NORA. 50 laps in the books of 125. Powered by Flatline Graphix. And also Beat a Match. Make sure you check out beatamatch.org for any kind of info on cancer, bone marrow, and exactly what they do to help millions and thousands of people out there.
Definitely a great cause. Look at the man we talked to before the race, Roy Crump, up to 10th, that 20th starting position.
Yeah, I had a good feeling about him.
Yeah, he's doing what he said he would do. So we'll see how this plays out for him as the pace car looks like it's about to pull in. And wow.
All right, well, green
flag,
flag's out, and yabba dabba doo.
Saw that sure got a really good start with Ethan there.
Yeah, he did. You were very right, Brian. That was the first time I think all night that he really was able to, stay within a car length there of him. But Ethan Lane's been 1 and 2. What a run.
Yeah, Donald got a little tight coming at it too, and that was Ethan was able to get away. Jeez.
Yeah, and we got a battle here for 5th place here between the 36 Terry and the 4 Jim, and Jim on that inside trying to fight hard, but Terry's doing a great job on the outside to make it work.
Yeah, and Robert, I don't know if you... Oh no! I don't think that's going to bring out a caution.
No, it's not going to bring out caution because it's down on the grass
on
down
Victory
there.
Lane.
Oh, he reset. He towed.
Oh, man.
Spun her around. I think he just didn't want to bring out a caution. That's very respectable from Jim Owen.
Yes.
Oh, we got another wreck. Oh man, that was Conover. That was the younger brother of Josh. Conover coming out of. Oh, that's 6. He gets it going. He saved in the grass. He got it going back straight. So
it looks like turn 4 is eating these guys up, guys.
Yeah, well, turn 4 is very, very different than 1 and 2. You have this D-shaped oval, so you come off a 4, and you gotta keep turning. It's almost like a turn going into a turn, and it's definitely, if you ever get free there, it's one of the harder spots to save. But very interesting here.
Just riding with the 06, he just smacked the wall hard and damaged his right side there. But anyways, you were saying, Brian, I needed to do.
Oh yeah, well I was gonna try to get an in car of Jim right there, so we could just kind of show the fans how just how hard it is to keep the car down there. But I guess you could get an in car of the 22 now and just see just how little you can see that car in front of you.
All right, well, he's coming.
Oh, we got wrecking off of 4. The 66 of Brian Powell involved. I don't think we're having another caution.
Still no caution.
Him at 13.
Still no caution yet, I don't think. All right, well, he's going to wrap around here. So this next time by, we will ride along with the 22 inside, and Make sure you turn those speakers up and we get to ramp it up a little bit and listen to these horsepowers come around Richmond Raceway here at NORA. Taking her out of 3 here, and we're going to ride on the inside here, and let's listen to him play with that throttle, guys.
It's just so hard because you can't see much when you're that close. So it's really hard to get hit your points and your marks.
Well, he's riding. He's looking good here right now. As you can really listen to him, he's getting it right down to that yellow line in 1 and 2. He's bringing it out. Very nice exit there. Now he's off the gas. He's letting it float in. He's doing that diamond that Zach said and coming right back out. And that is a lap around Richmond Raceway with the 22. All right.
Yeah, they're running just about the same speed. All 4 of these guys, really. The 1, the 51, the 22, and the 36.
Yellow flag is out.
So we got a caution spinner right in front of the leader, actually.
Yeah, it's the 45 of Stephen Dean.
I apologize for that one camera view. Somebody forgot to turn the lights off. When the cars come around, it hits the lights and it gets really bright. So I do apologize for that. But yeah,
I saw that and I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, but it's a camera view that it automatically does it, and then I gotta click on something else.
At first I was like, what is that? Why is the broadcast all white?
It's because iRacing decided to. No, iRacing decided to put a camera view right in front of the light. But all right, well, we have the 22 coming down pit road. We just rode with him. And we said we will get an interview with him, so we will let him do his pit stop here, and then we'll have a quick word with the 22 here.
Oh, that wasn't even on purpose.
And Nicholas, huh?
So I forgot we were going to interview him. I just picked him because he was the closest behind another car.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
well,
we'll have an interview with Nicholas. Nicholas. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
You guys let me know when he gets off pit road because I'm
off.
having a camera issue. Okay.
Yeah, he is off of pit road now.
All right, I got him in the waiting room.
All right, go right ahead. Yep.
All right, bring up our 22 driver here of Nicholas Hoffman.
Nicholas, Robert in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
All right, man. Well, you started up there in the front right now. You're 63 laps in the books here, or 64 now of 125. How's that car handling there for you tonight?
That's running good, man. Getting a little tight on exit on 2, but that's expected here.
Yeah, we've been seeing that a lot with your fellow drivers out there. It just seems like, well, we've been seeing it mainly in 3 and 4 coming out, and they've been tapping that wall and then going down to the grass. What have you been doing to handle turn 3 and 4 there?
So 3 and 4, I kind of get out of just a little bit earlier than everybody else, and I drag brake it through 3 and then roll through the center, and I'm on it.
So you're trail braking?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's a good way. So do you think you got anything for these top guys up here, as you've been running in the top 5 all evening here?
Yeah, I think if I can get around the 51, I got something for Mr. Etcher and hopefully Mr. Lane.
All right, well, it looks like you're going to get ready to go back green here. We wish you the best of luck here from Freaky Fast Broadcasting, and we hope to talk to you in the top 3 at the end of the race, man. Good luck again.
Thanks, sir. Y'all have a good night.
You too. All right, that was Nicholas there in the 22, and you heard what he had to say, guys. What he's doing, he's rolling out, he's trail braking. I wonder how many people do that and don't do that, because that's something I've learned a long time ago how to do, and it can really help set your car and make it turn.
Yeah, and sometimes, like in my case, you do it without even realize you're doing it. I was, ooh, what is, Ethan Lane is getting a speeding. I
don't know. I'm just taking a guess.
He was giving it well.
Yeah, if it was speeding, it would have happened a lot earlier. That's interesting.
Have to find out from race reports what happened there. Yeah,
it could have been too many boxes.
Or maybe even changing lanes before a restart.
Very possibility.
That would have been a black flag. I'm having issues. I cannot get my camera to work, so I might have to try to figure this out. I'm stuck on.
Just try turning it off and turning it on again.
Yep.
Exit the game and come back in as Donald in the one there, the Jokers. He's gone. Freaky Green's in. He's out.
Yeah, it's just really important to control these restarts here because you get such an advantage. It's 51 going on the outside of the 22.
Yeah, and these the one and the 22.
Oh, he's in the wall.
And he's in the wall. And
but I think everybody's good.
Did he save it?
Yeah, everybody's good.
Oh wow, that was a hard hit in the wall. But that definitely shuffled the top 5 there.
Sure did.
Because now we got Terry up here. We got Josh coming up here in the 02. Donald has taken over the lead. Nicholas, we just talked to, said if he can get by the 51, he thinks he's got something. And, well, guess what? Now he's second.
Oh, it is just crazy. Right around the 06 here. Find the 74 of these guys. And Ethan Lane's right in the middle of it.
I see here. We haven't talked much about Terry though, but I'm definitely interested in that 22 there, Brian. He is definitely, he's fast. He's hanging right in there, and he's got a clean car too. Yeah,
I think that's you know, not the most important thing, but it definitely speaks as to how your race is going. If you got a cleaner car, chances are you've had a pretty decent race.
That and the way he's driving it also can save on tires. As we see Donald, he's a lot faster here than the 22, but tires. You know, is the 22 sitting back and is the one burning off that right front or the right rear could play a big key here in the next 5 to 10 laps here. We will know if we stay green. We'll see if he's saving tires or not.
Yeah, he's a little bit faster on entry, but he's slowing up the middle a lot compared to Donald Etcher there, which is really going to help him save that right front on exit. And I definitely do believe that in the long run, it's going to help him out a little bit. As I think they're still going to have to pit. So that's another thing to keep in mind, is you may be having to make a green flag pit stop.
Yeah, that, and we are now completely under darkness here, except for the lights on the track. Beautiful Richmond Raceway. We transitioned from early evening to late evening to nighttime now. So we are under the darkness now, and it's not going to get any darker. But the track's in. Oh, the one's into the 45. Man. Wow. That one just came up, and I'm not exactly sure what happened there, Brian. It's like he got a big run and then had to check up.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. You know, short track lap cars are an issue for the leaders sometimes. But I think 22 is still content to stay in second right now. So Donald Etcher doesn't have anything to worry about.
Well, they just hit it now. We got 48 laps to go. They're running 21-second laps. So got about, stay green, about 16 more minutes to go here, and this race is going to be over. So, you know, I think if I was the 22 and even that 36 back there of Terry and the 77, I would just ride right now and wait for that last pit stop, and then I'd do my moves and pounce, or whatever your game plan is there.
Exactly. You can go about it 2 ways. You can ride around right now then on the newer set of tires, go
Yellow
hard.
flag is out.
So we got a caution.
Or
So all of that goes out the window because Nelly can make it.
yeah, 46 laps to go. They're gonna come down. So yeah, that's out the windows, and that was caution number 8.
Oh man, so they have one more caution. Zach
I'm
loses
back
the
in
bet.
too.
Is your camera working now?
Yeah, and that was
Just
the
take
on
the
45.
lens
it's
cover
thinking-
off of it.
That was a 45. I actually came right back in and saw that.
Okay, did you reset your game?
Yeah, I'm good now. I just kept going back into the scenic. It just wouldn't let me out of scenic camera, so it's interesting. I've had it happen a few times. It was not letting me, but I got back, so I'm good now.
Well, we're under caution number 8 here as they're coming down pit road here, Zach. So, you know, your bet is getting slower and slower and slower.
Yeah, they can do it. They can go the rest of the way, I believe. Looks like Ethan Lane made his way back up to 12th, so job on him. See maybe if he does some strategy, maybe he gets some more track position, or he just takes these 4 tires. Yeah, he's taking 4, so.
I don't know,
Close
most
battle on the exit of pit road, but
Yeah,
Donald, that's sure gonna beat 22 off.
yeah. Look, I think Ethan was pretty lucky not to get damaged from that last caution there.
Yeah.
The car really went through him through network there, so that could have been a very big issue.
Well, it looks like Nick in the 46 stayed out. Okay, now he's coming down pit road. So he did lead a lap. Get that. Chuck said save fuel. With 44 laps to go.
Definitely, Chuck.
And what did you say they could do, Zach? You think?
Around 45, I believe.
Oh,
Maybe a little bit less. Really, I would say 40 to be sure. Just from recent past, I believe it's around 80 something laps. So on a full tank, and these guys are on 50% fuel load. So like Chuck said, they better be shutting these things off because if they want to make it there in one tank. If it goes green, you're gonna need that one tank. So gonna be very, very close.
well, we're inside with Terry, riding the cockpit view, and he's not shutting it off. 22, let's see what he's doing. No, he's not doing anything. Let's see what Donald's doing. No, none of these guys are shutting it off, so I'm assuming, I guess they think that they can make it.
Yeah, they must feel pretty confident, definitely.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be close, but I think between these caution laps here, I think they'll be fine.
What's the back of the field do? Do they go back down and top off? Let's see what the back of the field does. Do we got anybody?
If I was back there, I would.
I'm stuck in scenic mode again.
Doesn't look like anybody in the backs here going back down. No? Well, I'm assuming, I guess they can make it. If not, they're gonna maybe try to make it. Maybe they can't make it. Maybe it's, half a lap that they gotta try to save, and maybe the crew chiefs is telling them, guys, just take it easy on the gas, and we can do it.
Yeah, I might have to reload again, guys. I'm stuck in scenic mode again for some reason. I don't understand what's going on. I can't change the camera. I reload the default.
You're gonna miss a great restart here.
Yeah, we're gonna get yabba dabba do green as there goes the one. Green's out.
Green
Freaky
flag,
freaky
green
style.
Yeah, Donald, that's your another good restart. Not quite as good as the last one. His 22's kind of hot on his rear right there. As he's gonna try to look inside, but thinks twice about it.
I haven't talked much about Christian in the 77 too.
There he goes.
He's moved his way up through the field, and yeah, there goes that 22. He said he has a fast car, ladies and gentlemen. And
22 got by him, and then the 36 ran into the 1 on the corner, and that opened the door for Mark Creighton in the 77 there.
yeah, no 6. That was the 6. I mean, of Ethan is wow, he's just power moving through through the field. Christian Snyder in the 77 there. Yeah, he finally got by the 36 there. Yeah, I agree, Cody. You know, if he gets a win, that can put him in. Oh, well, and there goes the fuel. We don't got to worry about the fuel. As it looks like the 74 is sitting in the backstretch. It was involved. So let's go see.
Looks like it's 74 and 06.
Yeah, with
oh, that was Jason Conover in the 63. He was slow. Kind of stacked everything up. 63 also, he kind of ran him up the hill.
The 46 went into the 56, and that caused a chain reaction there, Brian.
Yeah, it was all just kind of a chain reaction deal.
Yeah, that 46 just door slammed the 56, and well, and that just caused nothing but a chaos. As that's caution number 9.
And no, I can't have any more caution.
Well, there is wambulance down on the track if you need them, Brian.
But Cody, before this caution, he said he still sees 4 more, so he's got 3 more.
Yeah, and we're down to 37 laps here at NORA. So being under yellow here, guys, we are gonna run to a quick commercial. Beat a match. Make sure you check them guys out, or that foundation out, and for cancer and info about cancers and thousands of people that they help, and thousands of millions of people that are affected by it. So make sure you check out Beat a Match, and that would be at beatamatch.org. But we'd be back right after this quick word.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back after that quick word from Beat a Match and people that they have helped with their cancer and everything else that they have. But we are looking on top of here of the fan view of Richmond Raceway. Such a beautiful scenery out there we see there, Brian. It looks very, very beautiful on this track here tonight.
Yeah, short tracks, especially at night, are they're really a gorgeous sight, and it's always a much better time, at least for me, because, you know, the temperatures are a bit lower. Just pretty sky, pretty cars going around the track, and so that's why I'm excited for NASCAR's 2020 night Martinsville race. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, especially the 2020 new schedule that they put out. Get ready. It's going to be some fun racing as they get ready, you know, in real life for the chase and how they mix that all up. But yeah, I love night racing myself. And as all right, well, up to 22 is gone. He's going to get freaky 22 times.
He's gone in the 77. Christian Snyder looked underneath the 1. He's fighting for that position there. He really wants second.
Oh, he got a little loose. Donald's going to clear him, won't enter there to 3 and 4. Driving in nice and deep. But look at that man right there moving up. He's up to 5th now, guys. Ethan Lane.
That didn't take long.
No, it did not. The man on the mission right now, that's for sure. Nicholas Offer needs to get out here and go run away from these guys because that 6 is very strong. He's going to have to hope that these guys behind him fight tooth and nail to really hold off Ethan.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to work. That inside line, it's just racing guys. Makes you a lot slower.
Yellow flag is out.
22.
Oh, we're having another caution.
He's going to have to slow up for this caution. I was going to say, he's really going to want to push.
Looks like the 13 of Michael Robinson was man involved.
Go and check out this instant replay here, and the 13 is going down into turn 3 and 4 here with Josh Kahn over in front of him in the Monster Energy drink. He's got the 11 and the 29 behind him as he's going into turn 1. Let's see what happens. It looks like he's pushing up into the wall, and 29 catches him in the left rear, and boom, and around he goes. And that's it for that. Next. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That 13 looks a little beat up there, ladies and gentlemen, as this is caution number 10 here tonight at NORA Richmond Raceway.
Double digits.
Yeah, we're in double digits, and that number keeps on climbing and climbing and climbing, and Cody's getting closer and closer to losing, and Zach Hall already lost, so... What number did you pick again, Brian?
I picked 9, so now I'm out.
You and Zach are out?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's against me and Cody. Oh,
yeah,
Cody
needs 2. You still need 4 cautions.
If I win, I owe you nothing. Wait, that didn't come out right. If I win, you owe me $30. If you win, I owe you nothing. That's what I wanted to say. Oh, hey guys, you know Robert up here. Half the time I can't even speak what I want to say, but I know what my brain's saying, and I still can't apply it onto a mic. But, you know, everybody still loves me, I guess.
You guess?
I'm guessing. I don't know, you know. I never hear anybody say, I love you back, man. I'll be like, whatever.
And they're watching you, ain't they?
No, they're watching the league. They're just listening to me, shaking their head probably behind their computer screen going, what the? Okay. Where did that even come from? But, hey, man. Let's think here, Brian.
Gotta keep them on their toes somehow.
Well, we have to keep we keep the fans to try to keep these guys, you know, as I have that stupid bright sunshine going on there at the camp. Sorry about that again. I try not to click on that camera view, but it just all of a sudden goes to it sometimes. But yeah, we try to keep the fans, you know, Brian and Zach, we try to keep the fans, you know, involved, because that's the way it is, and that's what these guys, they come out to watch these guys. And some of these guys that come out and watch it are either family members, they're also league drivers that can't make it that night, or something, you know, terrible happens because it's racing, and they tune in to see what their fellow racers can do.
And how much points they're losing.
And yeah, and points. I don't think I'm going to change camera views anymore. I'm just thinking I'm going to sit at this one because iRacing really needs to fix their camera lighting system there. That's bad.
Yeah, the gamma's a bit too bright there.
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter.
It's probably not the right way to use the word gamma, but...
Yeah, well, yeah. All I know is that no matter which view I click on, it's like it runs across a lighting pole, and it's... so I do apologize for that, but I fix it right away, but
so
all right, well,
again,
we're
going to have 26 laps. It'll be 25 laps to go. This line.
Yep, as that 22's going to rack it up again, and green's out. 22 more times, he's going to go freaky green.
Oh, man.
Wow.
He got Ethan bad. Ethan tried to jump the start and really missed it.
Oh, we missed that. We were focused on the 22.
Yeah, the 6 tried to time that really well, and it bit them there. As,
but they're racing really hard.
Ooh, look at the 87 and the 10.
This
getting
can't work.
wild back there.
This
Yeah.
ain't gonna work.
Here comes Roy. We had a talk with him. He's got that 65 right up underneath him.
Yeah, Justin Blaney's fought back after that damage early in the race. So
he has no front end, but he's still plugging away at it.
Yeah, Woodcroft's gonna make the pass.
Did you figure out how to turn your camera on, Zach?
Yeah, it's probably gonna mess up again. I don't know why. It keeps every after a while it just gets stuck on scenic and I can't change it. Right now I'm good. I just have to restart the sim every time.
I'm gonna have to look at it after the race. Something.
Yeah, I've had it happen before, but this is the first time it's ever happened. Like usually if I load the track camera pack,
yeah,
you know, the default camera pack, it usually fixes it. Yeah.
And
unfortunately not tonight.
Oh, we have a wreck back there with the 7, and we caught it on a Freaky Fast Live. With Scott. Go back and yeah, let's go back in the instant replay here and let's see what we can see what happened with Scott and
Jason.
Yeah. It looks good going into 3, and this is about right where we see it coming down into 1, I believe. Exiting 1, I think, is where we see it happening, ladies and gentlemen. As he's going in, looking pretty good, and oh, the 63 got his left rear, and boom! Oh, he power drove the 63 into the wall.
Oh, ooh.
What are we and oohing about?
I just watched the replay.
Oh yeah, you see how he just power drove him right into the turn then. Oh, we're down to 20 laps to go. Do these front runners make a pit stop and gamble because they got 25 laps on their tires? So the tires going to make it to 20 laps now?
You don't pit now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at this point, they've been really short runs, so
okay,
yeah,
good point.
You got what you got.
Yeah, right now you're kind of like Brian said, you got what you got, but they run a good 10 laps here and then say get another caution. I think you could see guys coming for you know, that last 5-lap dash to take some tires because
that would be a tough call.
Yeah, I think if you're the leader, that's the toughest call. Like Nicholas's position, Donald's position, Christian, you know, the top 3, that's a tough call. But I'd say from really a 5th on back, you should come. You know, there's nothing to lose really. I mean, you can lose a couple of positions, but you never know. You might come out here at the win with that call.
Yeah, very true, very true. Well, just real quick, I did not get to say, as we're getting down, I'll say it now. Zach and Brian and me here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting want to thank you, everybody who has stayed around, tuned in here tonight to watch Nora here at Freaky Fast at Richmond Raceway in their B-Series car, sponsored by Flatline Graphix. We do much appreciate it, and hopefully you all enjoy the show, and hopefully the stream looked good, hopefully the quality of the sound is okay, and after this, we'll see you in the next one, but we're down to 18 to go, and we're going to get ready, buckle them belts, strapping them seat belts, whatever you want to strap in, and hang on, because we're going to get freaky crazy.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to race to the end here, because it'll be interesting up front, especially with Ethan Lane there now in 4th.
Yeah, my question is teammate Donald Etcher, if he gets to Donald Etcher, does Donald Etcher let him go and try to go for the win, or we've seen these two battle hard. I mean, in Martinsville, they ended up in a wreck together, so it's interesting. I think they're going to battle hard. I think right now, it's teammates are out the window.
Got the fans up there too in the grandstands there, guys. They're flashing their bulbs, taking pictures with their cell phones. All right. It's Andrew phones. They don't. No one uses iCrap phones. Anyways.
Andrew.
Android.
I just think it's funny that people who made out of cardboard are taking pictures.
Base cars around the pool and see what Nicholas Alford can do.
That Birdie's gone. Green's out. 17 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Good restart from the 77 of Christian Snyder there. Trying to get in that second position. Can Donald clear him off the 2?
6 is blocking in right now.
Yeah, and I think that's Nicholas Alford's best picture you can have in the back behind him as them guys held up. So,
he's going to try it.
Looking to go 3 wide.
Oh, boy. Oh.
The 77's going.
Man, that's tight.
Out here.
Oh, man.
What a move from Ethan. He knew he had to do it, I think. That was one of his only chances. Now can he get by his
teammate, though.
As they got shenanigans.
Looks like he's going to do it.
He does. He clears.
So now Nicholas really needs this to go green.
And Nicholas just put up the fastest lap too, guys.
Yeah, he's out there driving the wheels off this thing. Can he hold back that 6 car? This will be.
If it goes green, I think he can do it.
Yeah, we'll be coming to 13 to go right there. He's just look out that windshield and hit his marks because that 6 car
that mirror off.
Yeah, definitely don't want to look back there.
Throw it on the floor.
As that 6 car could grow in his mirror, it definitely can affect your head. I gotta say, Nicholas Alford is running the best laps of his lifetime right now. As he was quicker than Ethan last time by. He actually pulled away. So, wow, Nicholas really putting on a strong showing here. He can pull home this win. He will be ecstatic for his Millsim racing team here.
He just gotta be careful though. He's still gotta go about 10 laps, so you don't want to get those tires too hot.
Yeah, next time by they will be coming to 10 to go, Brian. So he's gotta hold on for 10 more as he crosses the start-finish line here.
Well, not only that, I mean, he's crossing. You said 10 more, but actually, if he gets 5 more to go and the yellow comes out, race would be over.
It's true.
That's very true, Robert.
So, and, I mean, you run to, your brain tells you to run to lap 5, and then you see where you stand, and then you know, do you run to lap 5 with your brain saying, or do you just say, no, I got 10 to go, run it like that?
Yellow flag is out.
Yellow.
Oh, boy. But I'll let you answer that question there, Brian.
For me, I don't even think about that because
okay.
I can't bank on a caution for claiming the win for me. I have to go make that win for myself. So I always think, you know, if it's 10 to go, I got 10 laps I got to do. Especially when somebody's
case scenario.
It actually looks like, I don't know if we can go back, but it looks like Nick Van. Yeah, it's a go. Looks like Nick Van's sitting down in pit road.
You know, gotta give Nicholas Alford credit. I think it's
yeah, we can't go back that far.
Does he pit now though?
He stays out. Whatever he does, he's staying out. Now behind him, that's a different question, right? But he was matching times with Ethan being a little bit faster even, so gotta give him credit.
Pit for the top 5.
I think that's the right call for a lot of these guys. Now near the back, I would pit. I don't.
Oh yeah.
I've not seen anybody do it, but
if I'm gonna lose maybe 2 or 3 positions for pitting,
it's worth it. In my
I
book.
can gain 4 or 5 with those fresh tires. So
definitely, it's gonna be a wild finish here at Richmond. See if this 22 can pull off a great victory here at Richmond.
I think he needs to choose the inside lane. He needs to catch a good restart, catch him off guard, really cut that front stretch, and hold on for dear life.
Yeah, like you said, Brian, timing is going to be everything here for this 22, I think. It's super key to have that good timing here on this restart. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how this plays out for these guys.
They've been leaving kind of early think if I were him right now, I'd wait till maybe right before the green flag actually drops.
Try to mess up Ethan there on the start.
But yeah, Ethan's already been caught trying to time a start, so
yeah,
22 can pay attention to that and really get him.
Yeah, that, and if he can get out front, and unfortunately if something would happen and the yellow come out, that would be the race.
Exactly. Now it's you know, at any moment the race could end, so he's got to defend that lead with everything he's got.
Well, we're gonna hop in on the roll bar. Not the roll bar. Let's go to this camera and ride with Ethan on this start here with 5 laps to go, and when they take the green, it'll be 4 laps to go. So we'll see if he listen to his throttle and see if he can time this just right with Nicholas there in that 22, as he's trying to take the streak away from Ethan on the winning streak, and also put Milsims in the winner circle and first win for him, which locks him in the chase. So there's a lot for stakes right now with these last 4 laps, guys. Well, actually gonna be 3 laps because pace car lights did not go out.
Yeah, and it's gonna be exciting racing right here. Does Ethan Lane use the bumper? That's the question. If he doesn't get the run like he needs, but Nicholas Alford, man, he's drove a great race so far. He's just looking to bring it back over that checker flag.
We are at 12 cautions right now, so.
Oh wow!
Cody Hall is gonna be the official Freak Fast broadcast psychic.
That is true.
Yeah, because even if caution comes out, well, that would be 13, but the race would be over. Well, I lost.
Yeah, you definitely a little bit too high there, Robert.
Yeah, I was trying as a pace car. Right, let's listen, guys. Listen really closely, and
Green's out.
he got a great
Green flag.
Wow. Ethan got a good jump.
Yeah, it's a good jump. Now I just got to hold off that 6.
Do it for 1 corner. Just got to do it for 3 more.
And the wrecking.
Yellow flag is out.
And that's it.
Oh,
and it doesn't matter because that's position.
Oh, he didn't save it.
No, that's still position though, right? Caution came out, field's locked.
Oh no, I think when you spin it like that, I think you might lose positions there.
I don't agree with that. I don't
either at all, but it looks like he's gonna get him back.
He should.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's getting him back.
Good. Well, there you go.
Well,
are you sure? No, he stopped.
No, he doesn't get him back. Never mind.
That's wrong.
That car's by.
That is wrong.
He was the leader when the caution came out.
Oh man, that is.
And then.
That is heartbreaking. Wow. Yeah, that's tough.
Well, well, we have to let it up to the NASCAR officials or the NORA officials.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna let iRacing decide this or if they're gonna change something. I guess we'll we'll hear word at some point.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till what NORA officials say out there on the track, ladies and gentlemen. But as of right now, hey, race is over. Ethan Lane's going to bring it home. Donald and Christian are going to be second and third there, so.
Yeah, that's what it looks like it's going to be. Man, I'm blown away by that. Right there, guys. Wow. There's nothing much more we can really say about that, I guess. That's tough. Nicholas Alford, man, what a drive from him. He did everything in his power to get that victory.
Yeah, well, again, you know, this is short track racing. I don't know. I just have to say, you know, Icon Motorsports is going to bring it home with their first and second here tonight. His teammate finishing right behind him in that Joker #1 car. But congratulations again to Ethan Lane on the race win until we find out the unofficial results, ladies and gentlemen. But Ethan Lane's going to take home the win here as they're stopping 3 wide here to get their screenshot picture for Josh and the league owner here. So if anybody's looking for a league, make sure you check out NORA on Thursday nights, or if you're looking for any kind of dirt racing, make sure you check them out on Tuesday nights. They also have a dirt night league on Tuesday nights, so make sure you check them out on Facebook and iRacing's league webpage. We'll wait for these guys to, as we got light bulbs flashing here. They're still sitting. All right, well. Okay, well, we'll just let that image sit there. It's a pretty good image. So, all right, well, we got everybody in the booth. Oh, we have a race official here joining us in the booth. Did you want to listen in there, Josh, or did you need to say something, bud, until we run the commercial?
You guys can run a commercial real quick. Myself and my other admin, I just pulled up Koi. We have a ruling on that finish. Your top 3 is not your actual top 3. So I just wanted to let you guys know hopefully before you got the interviews, and I think I caught you just in time. So you guys can go commercial, and I'll explain it when we get back.
10-4. All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We heard from the unofficial results down here at NORA at Richmond Raceway. But with that being said, we are going to run a quick commercial break as we got to pay the bills, and we will be right back after this quick word.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope to be able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we are back after that quick word from our broadcasters' proud sponsorship, and we have.
They are. I think they're figuring it out down there in the waiting room right now, and
Okay.
Zach's power just blipped, so he will be back with us as soon as possible. So I think right now we're just kind of in a waiting game to see what the official results are going to be.
Okay, well, with that being said, then Brian, we will do our thing here real quick until they figure out these what they're gonna do here, ladies and gentlemen. So please give us a time. But overall, what do you think about this race here tonight?
It was pretty good. We had a lot of good moments in the race. There were quite a few cautions, but that's just part of short track racing. Like we've said the past few weeks, we're in our short track stretch. But I always enjoy Richmond. It's one of my favorite tracks to race at, even though I usually struggle here. But I love Richmond, and again, like I say every week, love NORA. So just another great race put on by them, and always something different here. It seems like every week at NORA we get something different, and this is the first time I know that we've had to kind of wait on official results. It kind of feels like that the first official Daytona 500 where they had to wait for the photo to develop for 3 days.
Yeah, possibility. We might be waiting until the end of the race, or wait until next week until we find out end of the race. Yeah, you know, we're waiting for the end of the race. I actually wanted to say until the end of next week. We might not get an interview with anybody, ladies and gentlemen, until we figure out what's going on. So,
yeah, I think they've got it pretty much figured out. I think they're just sending word around, finalizing a couple things, just to figure out where everybody was at.
10-4. To answer your question out there, Chuck, the upcoming races would be Saturday night at Bristol. Will be our Racing Freaks one. Will be at Bristol there, and then the Earl will be heading to. I think they're heading to. Forget. They just got done doing Texas. What's after Texas? Richmond?
It should be a.
Huh?
Or.
I think they.
I'm not sure.
Not sure. All right. I think they head to Richmond, I believe, is their next race there on Sunday night. But we do have one of the race officials down here at NORA that joined us in the booth. You got any word there, Josh?
Yes, sir. We kind of have to score this one little NASCAR style.
Okay.
Given, we did something a little different tonight. We had a live RC, which to me kind of should help with issues like this. But being what happened, it was kind of as the caution came out. But all night we've been doing where if you're involved, whether you're the car that got spun or you spun them, regardless, you got the EOL.
Right.
So given the situation, obviously Ethan got in the back of the 22 spun. And some guys, in game wanted the 22 to get the win, but staying consistent and trying to, like I've been saying, stay on a consistent, path per se. They would both receive the EOL on that. So that would give your top three right now unofficially would be your 1 of Donald Etcher, your 77 of Christian Snyder, and then right now I'm looking at the 36 of Griffey.
Okay. All right. Not a problem. So that's going to be the unofficial results, I'm assuming, or it's going to be your official results?
As of right now, I mean, that's the most I can give you, just because, like I said,
okay. How about
we'd have to go through.
Huh? Go ahead.
No, we would just have to go through the whole field, pretty much. Like I said, because I know your results are gonna already have them at the back. I believe. Well, besides Ethan, but we had, I believe, Josh Mayu spin as well. Yeah, Mayu spun as well. I mean, he's 22nd, so that was not too bad. But I know, like I said, Ethan would get the OL, so he would go 24th or 23rd. I'm looking at right now because that'd be the last car in the lead lap. And like I said, it'd be Donald, Christian, Terry. After that, it should be okay.
Okay. Well, what we can do is we can interview them top 3 guys, Donald, Christian, and Terry. If that's going to be, your top 3, and then we won't run through the unofficial results tonight because they're going to be a little bit jibby-jabby for everybody. If you okay that.
Yeah, that's fine. I figured the best we could do given the situation would be just to interview the top 3.
Okay, we can do that. That's not a problem. Not a problem. Now we need to find Terry. I don't know if we have Terry.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Doesn't mean he's not here.
I messaged him, but I don't see him. He might have gotten off already.
Okay, well, we can interview the top 2 at least. I mean, we can do that.
I'm back, so.
Okay, all right. Well, we got the unofficial results here. They had a live race controller tonight. They're Zach. So basically, long story short is Donald is going to take home the win, and Christian's going to come home second. Third place is going to be Terry, and then after that, the officials have to go through and fix the standings and everything. So we will not run the unofficial results tonight, so we don't confuse anybody out there on the broadcast side of what's going on. But we will get everything set up for next week at Dega and explain what's going on and where guys finished at next week.
10-4. So I can get talking to Christian Snyder right now if you want.
Let's bring them on up here.
Alrighty then. Hey, Christian Snyder, it's Zach in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, bud, you started 8th tonight. You bring her home 3rd. Some wild racing out there. How was your race?
It was a wild race. I'm still not even sure where I finished. Second, third, it doesn't matter. I'm just glad to be back up here in the front. I love Richmond. I told myself that this was going to be the race I was going to win. Came home one short, but it's still a top 3. I'm happy with it.
Definitely. Yeah, you came up just a little bit short tonight, but like you said, top 3, man. That's definitely something you can take and put in your back pocket and be happy about. Well, we go to Talladega next week. That's always a wild card. How you feeling about the plate race?
I'm pretty good at plate racing. I would consider myself one of the better plate racers, at least for leading the field. So hopefully my team can get something together and we can work as a team next week and hopefully bring it home 1, 2, 3 East Coast Outlaw Racing.
Definitely will. Well, that's something we'll have to definitely check out for it. And you got a great team, so teamwork is definitely the key at Talladega. We know that. So before we let you go, Christian, on your second place finish tonight, anybody want to send a shout out to, bud?
Yeah, I want to send a shout out to Mitchell Riggs, Justin Bland, Chad Angle, Scotty Brown. They were all in the Discord with me. It was a fun Discord tonight, and I just wanted to send a shout out to them. They did a hell of a job this race too.
10-4, bud. Well, congrats on your second place finish tonight, and maybe we'll see you one position higher next week at Talladega.
Hopefully. See ya.
10-4. All right, that was our second place man, Christian Snyder, guys.
All right, well, I've been running around down here on pit road at Victory Lane going, I got this guy. Wait, no, I got that guy. And I'm going back to that guy, and I'm drinking a Monster Energy trying to keep up because I'm out of breath. But I believe I found the winner here tonight, which is going to be the one car of, I don't got an image of him, unfortunately, but I do got Donald down here. He's out of his car with a bottle of water, throwing it over his head, so we'll have a quick word with him. Donald, Robert up here in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, man, congratulations on getting your win from second place. You started second. You get the win from second. You led 21 laps. Your fastest lap was a 20.733. First win for your new team. How was your race overall here tonight, man?
Oh, man, it was a lot. I mean, besides the caution laps, it was a lot of fun. I mean, the guys up front are always stout every week. They make it interesting. You got to stay on your toes and drive every lap like it's the last sometimes. And it's just a blast race with these guys.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast watching you guys. Every week, we love coming here at Freaky Fast, watching you NORA guys. You guys put on some action. Yeah, we have yellows. Short track racing is what it is. That's racing. But at the end, it's always something going on, and we don't even know what's going on, and that's what makes it most exciting. So your car got beat up there a little bit. It was beating and banging a little bit. You hit the wall a little bit. How'd that affect your car tonight?
Actually, I felt like it made it faster. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, the car got better after that. Started turning the corner a little bit more. Maybe it just made me realize my marks and stop driving like a dummy and start hitting my marks a little bit better. At these short tracks, damage doesn't really matter much as long as you don't hurt the engine and knock the toe out. I mean, I could take a car with no front end on it and run up.
Yeah, you're like me. I'll hit the wall and go, well, that didn't work, but the car feels better now. But hey, man, well, you bring it home. You get another win here at NORA. Congratulations again here from Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to before I let you go?
Yeah, give a shout out to you guys for putting on this broadcast every week, man. I enjoy always going back, watching replays. You guys do a great job. Josh for putting on this every Thursday. Gotta give a shout out to the guys at Icon. We work hard, try to be fast every week and keep ourselves up front and be contenders. So hopefully we can keep this series alive and keep this winning streak alive.
Oh, I'm sure the series will stay alive. Growing pains. We all go through it. Been there, done that. But you know, I just wanted to ask you one more thing here, Donald, as we get ready to pack up here at Richmond and head out to good old Dega. How do you feel about that? That's going to be fun.
Well, I mean, we got ourselves a Daytona 500 win earlier this season in NIS. So, me and my team are pretty stout at the plate tracks, and we look for us to team up and hopefully we can get all 3 trucks up there at the front and lead in the pack next week.
Oh yeah, we're excited to see the trucks come back here at NORA, and it's going to be a fun race. So with that being said, again, man, I will let you go, and congratulations again from Brian and Zach and me here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting, and we will catch you next week at good old Alabama.
Have a great one, guys.
You too. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Zach.
They're fine. All right, that was our winner tonight, Donald Etcher in the 1 car. I believe.
Yes. So, we already did our final thoughts there, Zach. We're not going to go, like I said, we're not going to run through the unofficial results here, ladies and gentlemen out there. But what's your final thoughts, just real quick here, Zach?
That's his. We've been going through the short track phase of the schedule right now, and you got guys can't beat themselves up too much for caution. This is going to happen. It's beating and banging out there. Checkups happen. Fast action, and just another great race here in the NORA. I'm excited to go to Talladega next week and watch these cars dice it up in the draft, and be a good change of pace, I think, here for the guys. So it'll be very interesting.
I agree. So. All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to let everybody go until we see you Saturday night at Freaky Fast, as they're going to be taking on the good old Thunder of Bristol. Going to be a fun race watching them Gen 6 cars go around there at Racing Freaks, and then we'll be live Sunday night at the Earl, so make sure you check them out and tune in with us on Sunday night at 9 o'clock. But with that being said, also don't forget one other thing. I like to give a shout out to you, Zach and Brian. Make sure you check out Dirty Air Podcast every Tuesday night, 11 o'clock Eastern, for all your sim racing news and your motorsports and motorsports racing news is what I wanted to say, not sim, because it's 2 different things. But you guys talk about, the real life of what previous happened on this upcoming weekend's race and what's coming out with iRacing and different things like that. And they'll be live right after the Peak Series, as we'll be rooting on for Ben Nelson. Hopefully he can get a win out there at the Peak. That would be awesome to see. But with that being said, I am done for the night. I'm sure Brian and Zach are done for the night, and we are going to sign off until Saturday night when we get Freaky Fast again. So with that being said, God bless, love yous all, and peace out.